It seems that nowadays modern beauty standards fall into either one of two categories, impossibly unreachable categories. A. Titanic-sized F-cups, big curves, huge bottoms, hourglass shapes, no belly, no stretch marks, no acne, glass skin, no wrinkles, and a strong square jawline. Or B. Schoolgirl fits, small and petite, short and timid, adorable and innocent, big eyes, small nose, dainty hands, no wrinkles, again, no body hair, flat-chested, and quote-unquote pure. I'm perplexed. Do you want a life-size sex doll or a 9-year-old with a boob job? Of course, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you if you have any of these features naturally. You do you, and may your efforts bless you. What I'm trying to say is that there is something inherently wrong with our current society, how it functions, how it's upheld, and the men who control our current society, who push and force our daughters, our mothers, our aunts, our nieces, and any woman in our lives into these insane categories of beauty, who socially manipulate women into changing their bodies and physiology to look a certain way, to appeal to a certain demographic or a certain kind of people. You're getting older. That is a fact, and there is nothing changing that, and there is nothing wrong with that. There is something wrong, however, with wanting to look like a fucking 10-year-old, in which case please go see a therapist or counselor. Aging is a beautiful thing, and it should be celebrated. And the only reason it isn't is because there's no money that can be pumped from celebrating your imperfections. But then again, what do I know? I'm a neurotypical Muslim AMAB who's never been abused before. Oh wait. And please don't get me started on the road children's fashion is taking nowadays. How that avenue is entirely degrading. Like, why are the pants short as hell? This is the kind of swimwear I see walking through aisles in the women's section, not the children's section. What the fuck? The points I have listed so far can also be combined with the fact that women are now considered past their prime as soon as they are at the age where their brains have developed enough that they can think for themselves and develop an unshakable conscience of standards. What do you mean you want a cute, submissive, obedient, shorty shoddy with no body hair, a perfect body, a perfect face, and calls you daddy with a soft voice? You are not a real man, you are a creep. Full stop, no space, no backspace, no parentheses. You are a perverted loser and you should find a purpose off a cliff. I don't care if I'm dubbed the crazy one for calling this shit out, and I don't care if I'm no longer one of the boys. At the end of the day, I want to go to bed knowing that at least I tried to do something against an actual problem. The points I've listed so far are why I believe men shouldn't pride themselves over their beauty standards and claim that being tall and strong and handsome and hairy and brooding and whatever are so hard to accomplish and hard to maintain. Why such standards make it hard to be a man? How is it hard to be a man in a man's world? These are literally physiological traits of adult males after they've gone through puberty. So for most men, they are easy to achieve and maintaining these traits. And if they don't, so what? It's not like they're gonna be too badly punished for it socially and or financially. While women, on the other hand, are expected to look either like your blow-up doll or your nephew or niece, and are harshly criticized and shamed and ridiculed and punished both socially and economically if they don't fit these preposterous standards. Please do not let them gaslight you into thinking they have every right to complain about the water when they themselves flooded the world.